Yo, what is up, Blueshell? Michael, say something.
Hello.
Well, as you can see, that's Michael. My name is Blackout, aka Michael. We are here for the Yaptown versus Waterboarders match, aka, what do we call it? Talkcity versus the Floodgates?
Yes. I think that's what we had a lot of names. We had a lot of names in the end.
Did you not make... No, wait.
There was something about like the Great Flood as well, you know.
So, something like the Great Dam or something.
Yeah, water, like just torture, yeah. I mean, what?
You can't say that.
It's fine, don't worry about it. Just don't clip it.
This is starting off to a great start.
Don't clip it. But obviously both teams, they're in Division 3. And we have them both over here right now behind us in the lounge.
They're like
playing
over there.
Yes, they're currently drinking or something. You never know with Yannick.
They're doing anything but getting ready. But to be fair, it also took us like 45 minutes to actually
I have no idea what
they have an excuse.
It's obviously not our fault. What are you talking about?
Of course it's not.
So apparently, I don't know if the mic was working or not, but anyways, hi guys. My name is Michael.
I'm Mauro.
And I guess we're introducing ourselves again. Welcome to this stream for Yaptown, Girl Game Changers Yaptown versus Waterboarders. It is the DCES Division 3. As you can see, well, you cannot see because
they're behind the wall.
But they're behind us, playing live. Yapping or some shit like that. I don't know.
They're talking about threats. They're talking about how they're gonna win and how they're gonna destroy the other team.
We are getting into map ban slowly. I think it's not yet set up, but what do you expect of the game?
I'm expecting that whoever wins the first game is like gonna win it 2-0. I don't think we're gonna see a draw today. Because both of these teams are, from my experience, really heavily momentum based. Like they start winning and then start winning harder, really snowballing out of control. And I think the opposite also applies to some members of both teams, where I'm not saying like it applies to all like 5 members of either Yaptown or Waterboarders, but some members tend to not have the greatest mental, where if they start losing, they're gonna play even worse and it's gonna have a negative impact. So whoever starts winning is gonna win really hard, I think.
I think it's a race against time for Yaptown, really. What's gonna be first? Whether they win 1 or 2 games, or if the alcohol that Yannick and Taha drinks will catch up to them.
I don't think Taha is allowed to drink until the match is over, which is really unfortunate. He would like to drink as it is bro's birthday today. Exactly. He turned 25.
So, happy birthday to Taha.
I want to see happy birthday Taha in the chat.
Yes. Happy birthday from all of us, obviously. Hopefully he gets a great win, I guess.
He got that birthday adrenaline boost for sure. Like, he's going to top frag both games.
As we are also starting to get into the map ban slowly, but both teams are probably yapping in the background.
No, they're strategizing for sure.
I mean, strategizing. I did hear from Yannick that he is going to play Yoru this game. At least one of them 2 maps. So we are going to see that.
I'm scared of the Yoru because here's the thing. Yannick has good enough base skills in terms of gunplay, but something that I experienced even today when he tried to look in Yoru and practice it with me is that he's not the most ability savvy, so to say.
Oh no, definitely not. He's a CS player.
He's a CS player, exactly, and he knows how to use his util every once in a while to control his nades. Yoru is far from CS-like.
Yoru is also far from Phoenix, which
he's also far from Phoenix.
It might be a good thing though, because usually the flashes that he uses end up flashing his own team and not the opposite.
Yeah,
or himself.
Like I think if Yannick focuses on playing Yoru well, I think it's definitely a character that can fit him as a player and how aggressive he likes to play, and kind of just, I wouldn't say unga bunga go in without any worries and take fights. Yannick knows he's good and therefore he ego peaks a lot and it works really well with Yoru, but my issue here is he literally started practicing the character today.
And also, once again, there's the race against time. Let's see what catches up first, his inebriation or his ability to click head. At the same time, Yannick is pretty used of playing under the influence. So who knows? He might actually play better. He might actually be able to use utility all of a sudden. Now, on the other side, we have Waterboarders, who are a bit more stable in the sense of having.
They do not have as much percentage in their blood cycle.
Well,
Let's say it
no,
like
but they're
that.
also more of a known quantity. They play pretty consistently, whereas Yaptown does have higher peaks, but also way lower lows.
Yeah.
So it is going to be very much also regarding. We'll see who can, whether Waterboarders can be more consistent throughout the both games, or if Yaptown just runs away and exactly gains the momentum and the confidence where they can win both maps. Because I agree with you, where whoever wins the first one will most likely win the second one, unless obviously you take into account the back and also the many track and backs that are going to happen later.
Something I am kind of curious about is for both teams the character picks. It's something I talked about with Jesse yesterday. For example, Sylvia on the team of Yaptown really likes playing Sky and Gecko, and I was theorizing maybe we've seen Sky today, but Sky isn't really a good character, whereas Gecko works really well within their team composition. So I'm expecting the Gecko from that side, and we know the Yoru is going to be locked in, maybe the duelist with the Hazreina coming in as well. And then you have Sana probably running the Sentinel, KJ, also not the greatest character state
Well, obviously
right
it depends on
now.
the map, right?
That's also true. KJ is very heavy, depending on the map and where you get set up. And then Dory probably with the smokes.
Well,
Expecting the brimstone.
obviously. I think from I don't remember the map pools that both teams have usually played, but I do expect to see at the very least Ascent, as both teams feel fairly confident on it. We
Miriam
are
is
definitely
getting
not
out, by the
saying
way, to you.
Icebox, that's for
Hi,
sure.
Miriam. As for the other team, I sub for them. Their character pool is kind of up in the air because a lot of players have overlapping preferences in terms of what character they like to play. They have multiple smoke players that have multiple sentinels and not really an entry duelist. Which makes for Waterboarders that probably one or two of their players have to be at character that they're not comfortable with, maybe don't have that much practice on, don't have that much playtime.
Sorry to cut you off because we are starting to get into map bans,
Ooh.
which we will hopefully get on the stream in a second instead of us.
Yeah, like speaking of.
Oh, Savage to Thomas.
Okay, I think we have audio back, so
I think we have audio.
it's okay. I think it's also really loud because I can hear in the background. Sorry for the accidental ear rape.
I can
but,
hear myself from the other side of the building. That's actually crazy.
Yes, but in the meantime, we do have map bans in the middle. We are in the middle of fixing that.
We have them twice,
but,
actually.
I already saw that Lotus was banned at the very least, as well as Sunset. So we will not be seeing those two maps.
Yeah, no, I'm
And-
not surprised. Lotus is like
Currently-
Yannick's favorite maps, which I know that Waterboarders has to respect.
Yes, I mean
Same.
both teams also really enjoy it, but exactly there is just a bit too much of a comfort pick.
Exactly. It's something I recognize as well. You know, I'm not really a Valorant game. I like fighting games more, where I'm like my character thrives on a certain stage, a certain layout of platforms that I can utilize for my combos. But does my opponent know how to utilize it better? In that case, it might be more in my advantage to get rid of that map for both of us, even though it's a map I like playing on.
Right. In the meantime, there is also the first map has been picked, which is Pearl, actually, by Yaptown. So, pretty interesting pick because a lot of long ranges. The smokes on Brim, which is a comfort core for Dory, are not necessarily the strongest on that map, but we can also see the power of, for example, the Euro teleports there.
I'm just believing you here. I'm
Yes, I can see the second
production.
screen. Mauro cannot.
it.
So,
I don't like.
production very good, guys.
Here's the thing. I was talking about this earlier, as you know, Unique referred to as a not ability savvy player. I don't think he knows like any of the teleport lineups because.
Oh, he definitely doesn't. No.
Unless
I
he
can
is
guarantee
constantly
you.
reminded by their coach or by his teammates. I'm not expecting the teleports to be used a lot. Yannick is a very 1v1-ish player, like just dragging out.
I think they are gonna be used a lot, but they are not gonna be used definitely like with thought. They will just be used as
I'm
a
mainly
maybe get out
expecting
of jail free
Sublimes to
card.
go out and be like the most used ability for him.
Yes, and he'll also blind himself most likely, but that's okay. While the other map being picked by Waterboarders is Ascent. So I welcome us back to full screen, I guess. Unfortunately, we are unable to show the map, but it's fine because they're almost done. So the two maps being played will be Pearl as well as Ascent, with Waterboarders starting on Attack on Pearl and the second side currently being selected with, I believe, Yaptown's pick. It will be... Well, they're still picking, but it will be Ascent, and it will most likely be Yaptown starting on Attack, I believe. Yaptown is a very... Oh, never mind.
No,
Waterboarders starting on Attack on both.
playing attack-sided on both maps.
I believe that it must have been Waterboarders' choice to start then, because there's no way Yaptown chose defense first.
I don't know, I am really not sure about this because Yaptown definitely has the more aggressive, more going in hold W type players. So,
But Pearl is not necessarily good for that kind of gameplay. Pearl has a lot of corners that you need to check, and Waterboarders knows how to play on that map as well. I'm
kind of confused more than anything. Like, there's a lot of thoughts going to my head in these map picks and the sites that they're playing on, and I can't really make sense of it.
I think we are also overthinking it.
I think we're also.
It is Division 3.
I think we're looking into
Division
this
3.
deeper than they
Yeah,
did.
it is Division 3 at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, like there's a reason I'm in here, and not playing it. It's because most of the players are better than me. So I'm kind of just chilling and judging. I mean, what?
But we are slowly getting into the game itself, into the lobby, for Pearl as the first map, with Waterboarders on... I feel like I'm just saying the same thing over and over again, though.
I mean, that's our job, that's why we're here.
I mean, that is true.
That's the intent of casting, just keep yapping until you're ready to go and move on to the next subject.
Okay, unfortunately, we are having a little bit of issues with the stream at the moment. So yes, I'm still here, but I need to help.
The game doesn't. This is stuck on the game screen, and I can't.
So, guys, I want you to meet Shelly's new friend, Blahash, obtained by Mr. Taha Talpa Birthday Boy himself.
And there's the second one.
Mascot of the lounge. Baby as well. It's a little Blahash. So, unfortunately, Shelly is... I think I'm on board room right now, but my headset is too short to actually walk over there. We have a Kurumi plushie, props to Sylvia for bringing that. A lot of added plushies and decorations by upcoming new Candy members, because Sylvia, Taha, Renee, Victor, Emma and Boris are the 6,000 Candy members for Blueshell and potential for next year board. And if you guys saw the announcement in the Discord server on the Instagram page of Blueshell Esports. So yeah, a lot of the players that are currently in the booth right now either have been bored, are bored, or will be bored, which is really interesting. It's, almost like different generations if you want to. Why are the players going out of the... Get back in the booth!
Least chaotic stream.
Brother, why am I here? Why did I agree to this? Unfortunately, I forgot to bring my own props. They're still at home because I was stressed I woke up late. I had my own, I guess, friends to bring for on the stream.
Alright, okay, so this is the game audio. This is the game screen, so it's currently black. That's great. At least I can hear myself on the stream that's outside. So the mic is
the
working.
audio was working, that's dumb.
We're fixing stuff.
Yo, Reiny, if you can hear me, can you help us out real quick?
Yes. Okay. Alright, we have the game.
Yippee.
We have the game. It is not how it should be done, but that's fine. Happens. So, both teams are currently, well, I don't know what they're doing, but guys,
not sitting in a
we're
booth.
starting the game. Yes.
Give me a gaming!
Yes. So, apologies for the slight inconvenience, and but
We're only like 40 minutes
hey,
late, it's fine.
we're
it's
keeping
fine,
the
it's fine.
professionalism real, you know.
Stop capping on the mic.
Of the stream. I don't know what you're talking about. Give me the second one.
We're just lying now for no reason.
Yes, but we are currently waiting. Yes, as the team, as you can see, both players or both teams already know that they can type, including Yannick, who is typing a lot of oohs, and now it's back to a black screen, but us this time. So, yes, we're gonna have it like this, hopefully, waiting on, I believe it is Sylvia to start the game.
Yep, we have in-game global leader, so I am ready. Like, there's a lot of expectations going through my head. I'm just curious which one of them, you know, is correct. Like, I have made so many guesses and I've made so many thoughts in my head, so many considerations.
Well,
One of them has to come true.
Well, I didn't expect the, what's it called? In my predictions, I did not expect the broadcasting to show a black screen at some point. I'm gonna be honest. But
In my predictions, like, I'm still positive because I expected this screen to show up at 21:15.
Yes.
It's now 21:11.
however, we are getting into the game, so
Gamba, let's go.
time to start talking about something, which includes the fact
No,
that
Yoru, really.
yes, no, well, yeah, Phoenix instantly.
I liked, especially on this map, like you said, with the close corners. I think, you know, just being able to throw Phoenix flashes around them works really in their favor. We're seeing the low-fine Rainy Viper. I've seen this before. I am really excited to see it. Question is, this is one of many character picks that I've seen from them, and I am wondering how efficient it's gonna be, how practiced it still is. Darius is playing the Neon. Again, same kind of thing. A lot of characters that are being hovered by the attacking side, by Waterboarders right now. Yorus on the sky. Wiggers and aka Alexander being on the chamber is something that I've kind of expected. I've seen it played before. Whereas Yaptown, yeah, no, this is just their comfort. Yannick, Phoenix, Taharena. With Dory on the Brimstone for the smoke, Sylvia on the Gecko for spike planting, and then Sada on the signature Killjoy decision will be expected. Waterboarders still looking in their final characters. Potentially doubting it. No, the low-fine Viper is coming in. No, ISO coming out from Victor and Yoris. I don't think I've seen their Sky before in a match. I know they're practiced on Sova more than anything. I'm curious how the Sky is gonna work out. No. This is a hard one for me because I know that Yaptown is playing their comfort picks, which is fine. Waterboarders, however, is playing all comfort characters as far as I'm aware, and also not the greatest characters, the easiest one as well. For example, Yours on the Sky, I don't know how much they've played that, but if they wanted, Flashes wouldn't Breach have been a better option, for example. Leon, Reyna, I mean, you do have one entry duelist, which is kind of nice in the form of Leon and Reyna to find more Flashes. curious about the Viper more than anything. I don't know if the character, in terms of balancing, has enough coverage to be able to cover both sides if needed.
But starting to get into round, we can see a pretty aggressive beginning push onto A main with all 5 players. A Viper will set up, currently being set up, 5 already going in. 2 players are already there, and you can see rotating. Yeah.
No, that's
Really fast
Taha
entry right
already
now.
down
First
there,
down,
pushing it.
planting already spike. A bit. This is gonna be almost one
And then he
down.
gets 2 from Unique on the board.
Now this is gonna make it a
Darius
4v3 retake
dugout.
with some people being really low. However, it is a pistol round. It can go anywhere. And a really good post plan with the smoke.
Oh,
Flash
he's
through.
getting pushed down out of dugout. Yannick with a triple, and then 2 lost the main. Sylvia gets to Rainy, and then Victor, 7 HP versus 3 people.
Can just get pushed while another one defuses a spike. It is basically a round for Yaptown. It is.
They have 7 HP, but they're being covered from Flower. They
Gets
get
one.
1 though. Gotta get the second!
Gets 2, but the spike
But
gets
they get the
defused.
defuse.
Oh, is it gonna get an ace? No way, ace denied as well. First round goes to Yaptown with a good retake, carried primarily by a 3k from Yannick. That is going to give them a bonus round this time around. And are we going to see a rush on the side of Waterboarders?
I think you're standing on the mats at Cable. Can you replug
Not
it?
bad.
I'm kind of curious like how they're rotating over the mini-map right now, because as far as I was aware, most of them were just running it through a main.
Yes, and we are going to probably see the same thing again, as all 5 players on the side of Waterboarders
Oh,
are
no!
on A. Quick! 1 pick, that's already a weapon recovered. We are going to see a rotate going through, however, Smoke's already coming through. Good molly
Saw that with
to
the big
equalize.
AJ mollies.
It's going to be a 3v3 post plant, however, there is going to be guns on the side of the defenders, obviously.
Damage
But
to Neon, the Viper while still being up,
pushes
he
through,
gets his
gets
1.
Gets a second one with the molly, and now it is a 1v3.
I think that was a Molly and I think that was a Phoenix and KJ Molly combination, because we saw in the kill feed Sada getting the assist on that Sada from Flowers. Oh, beautiful.
Beautiful, and gets the fuse. However, good damage by Waterboarders.
I did get 2, but what I
Gets
really liked
2,
about
but
play
also
is
drops
Sada.
2 armors. And a lot of util down. This is a really expensive round on the side of Yaptown, despite having a bonus round. They will have to properly invest into this round, whereas Waterboarders are going to have full rifle and full shields.
I'm kind of surprised that Yaptown still got away with that, with Taha like going in 1v4 really early, still being taken out, so Waterboard still had the man advantage.
It's just a good utility combination of the mollies and as well as the flashes.
Yeah, for sure. I think a beautiful play that I saw as well. You saw Sada going out there from Flowers trying to get the pick on the last player from Waterboarders that was still standing in main. And as Hannah was getting shot, Yannick swinged off that, being able to, you know, get the 2v1, get the coverage for their teammate. Another 2-0 up, but like you said, bonus round, not the greatest economy right now.
Exactly, as we get into the third round, first aggression onto A to recover the utility orb, now rotating onto B, and there are currently only 1 player on B main. However, maybe Yannick is going to be able to hear something. He does push out a little bit.
Yeah, we're seeing the
Walls
wall
dropping
coming out
down,
from
rotates are starting to come through. There is going to be an early flank by the Phoenix, but they're already on site pretty much.
Wall going
Already an
down.
ultimate being used,
Oh,
gets the
yeah.
informational 1.
That was an ult. That's kind of
It's
smart.
a little bit of
but
a waste of ult because the Cypher can reposition.
you
However,
gave away your position now, and now they know that your effect coming from behind
they
already. You don't
knew
have.
he was going to be there, and
Oh, the
gets
trade
free
coming
shot.
through. One Reyna for the other.
Just
Oh.
spams through, uses the smokes and the phantoms. The fact that there is no tracers.
Wingman going
on
down,
the
and the wall is
defuse
still up.
Does,
Hudson Low has to
does not get
go
destroyed.
down. Wiggerson down. Low fight with the
Two.
triple. Low fight with the quadra.
And
Ace
a
was taken.
beautiful last second. The Wingman almost got it for Yaptown, but it is going to be 1 round for Waterboarder. However, once again, an expensive round. Only 2 players left over.
This was. It
It
was
was
kind
messy.
of chaotic. It was really messy.
It
I
was
wanted to
scrappy.
say chaotic.
But do we expect anything else from these 2 teams?
No, not really. I like the idea of Yannick going out there with the flank, you know, but you know, getting called by Alex and wasting the ult in that case, not checking the corner, still running him with knife.
But two ultimates.
they're playing really unsafe. in
Really,
my opinion.
really close to two ultimates as well on the Brimstone as well as the Neon. So getting those orbs is going to be a big deal soon. Good
Flash.
information. Knows that there is at least one playing close, so they are already being more
Cam
careful.
coming in, Molly coming in from KJ. Can they buy time for the team to reposition? Smoke coming through, spraying through it.
So look like they can, but they are not looking like they necessarily want to commit.
Oh, that's already one, and I haven't taken any space yet. This is huge for the team of Yaptown.
That is, and they are going to look into exploring other sites. However, Yaptown also recognizes that and is already moving back into mid, moving back into B. They are looking like they are still gonna stay in A though. A bit quiet currently, nothing going on. Just waiting for one of the teams to make a mistake. The attackers are playing one man down currently.
Like, there's time is just ticking. Like, at a certain point, you have to make a play. You can't just be holding spawn. Like, they're only draining their own time.
Only 30 seconds left. They need
Only
to commit
30
into A
seconds,
right
like,
now.
they need to make a big play, go in. Okay, the Neon is going in, gets the other
big
duelist. But you still have
Empty
top fragger
sites.
Yannick.
But currently empty site.
So is playing
Can-
it safe. Gets it.
Plant will go through. And now they know where at least one player is playing. They can two going from flowers. One gets picked off already.
That's
Good
two.
pick by
The
Joris.
league's still up and the smokes are still on. That's a ult coming through from the sky. Giving location away of the defending team now. The league walking onto side, checks their corners. They do!
Gets one, but
from the
gets
back.
flanked. And now it is just Dori on her own. They know exactly where she is. Are they going to play together? Is Dori going to push? That's a real question. No, not a lot of time on the spike.
No, it's looking really bad for Waterboard.
It is looking like she is going to save. Trying to see if she can pick up maybe a better gun. Trace
two
Guardian for a
Guardians out
Guardian.
there.
And as we have a transition, she does look like she's safe. They are going to chase. As this round 2 to equalize goes to Waterboarders. And now it is going to get really interesting because I don't think the response is going to be good. Yes, they are going to have to save. Are they going to force or are they going to save? It is looking like a little bit of Ghost, a little bit of Shields. However, just one Guardian, that's it, yeah. Dropped onto Yannick. He's, last round he used, 2 rounds ago, he used his ultimate. He's already 1 away from having it again. He is currently having a very good play. However, not a lot of impact from his utility.
This is what I always say with Yannick, and I mean this as a positive. He's playing a deathmatch. A deathmatch player.
Yaptown adapting to the fact that they are always pushing A aggressively. Both Taha and Yannick, look at all the space they've got. However, Waterboarders this round was going to be, they have decided to
Do they
A
know that
recognize.
the Mosh coming through, tries to deny the plan, doesn't quite get it. They're taking beautiful position out back now. Defending team.
5v5 postman,
has
they
to-
know that Yannick is on the flanks. They will be able to watch out for that. Range is going to be a real issue for Yaptown here.
Have to play a
However,
retake here. Don't coming from the sky.
this is going to be
Oh, Yannick gets the.
Careful now.
Oh wait, the
Damage.
Viper down. I don't think they saved that. Yes, that's 2.
Ready.
It's going to be a 3v3.
It's gonna be a time.
Yannick with a third gets traded.
Yannick gets
2v2. Time is not on Yaptown's
Last
side.
player standing.
Picked by Ghost.
1v2, but it's still
Close
low.
range.
One enemy remaining.
Knows exactly where she
But they
is.
know.
Doesn't look.
Oh!
Oh my god! But no time. No time. No time. Still goes to Waterboarders. Very good eco though. Very good eco by it. Yeah.
They made the best out of a bad situation. Even though they lost that round, they still got everybody, and everybody has to really buy. Their econ is becoming a little bit more even now. I think.
They made it really expensive. However, all of Waterboarders were on max credits. Yes.
That's
they-
true.
they're
Taka still is
hurt.
on 9k.
Yeah, they're hurt a little bit, but not that
Machine
much.
sentry.
They still have 1-2 rounds, but you are seeing an outlaw. At least one Guardian.
I'm seeing an Outlaw, I'm seeing a
Alarm
Vandal,
bot out.
Guardian, I'm seeing everything right now.
And we are seeing a 5-stack on A as well, currently. Now, there is going to be a Killjoy on A as well to try to fight off this early aggression. Will
Cutting
this
their
be
vision.
The league
work?
had 5 rounds in, it's already, or on the 6th round, already has their second ult, which is
They
crazy.
might take the
Molly
work.
coming through, Bird coming through. Oh, this is a really dangerous position, gets
Nice
traded.
trade.
Spike
Get
down
ulted
A.
spike.
Taka going through the wall, gets shot down.
Now it's going to be hard to recover.
Oh, the spike is already on site. They have turrets for coverage.
Yes, but
They
it's
can
also on
just
the wrong
hold
side of the
this.
smoke. They're on the right and already Yaptown. All 4 of them are here.
They can play extremely defensive because you have spike advantage. There is no reason to make the initiating play. All you have to do is just wait until they walk into you.
Paranoid about the flank as well.
Oh no!
Oh, really
That's
good
CS
read.
tech. That's
Really
CS.
good read by
Oh.
Yannick here on the molly. Gets 1, make it a 3v4
They have
for 2.
Viper, they have Cypher. It's already looking like
Look
a
at the Cypher in art. There is a what's it called?
Even then, they're still like
Player standing.
Gets 1, and now
beautiful.
beautiful defense. A little bit of an over aggression, goes past the smoke with the spike, gets picked off the neon,
Yep.
and then it was just a waiting game. Because Yaptown did not over aggress, they were just waiting. Really good molly read out. Wasn't necessary? Not really, still really good.
No.
And we can see 14 and 4 right now. A little bit of a deadlift
Yaptown
going
just
on
realized-
Yaptown.
We have advantage here. We're holding it. They didn't overextend. They didn't give anything away. And just they held our strong position and didn't, you know, give anything away that they didn't have to. Like they just played beautifully off the neon, overextending, not checking everything, being shot down in multiple directions, and they're just playing around spike.
They equalized the game as well right now. And now it's going to be a little bit of a slower play by Waterboarders. Looking into mid, which they haven't done previously, however, Yannick is right there.
Oh no!
You can see Ghost.
Does he know? Does he know? He gets 1. He's low.
Gets-
He gets ult.
Really
He gets
low.
ult. You can get the health back here. There we go. Neon, that's fine.
Instantly. Neon
Oh
got
wait, he's
curled as
pushing
well.
into the ult?
Nope.
No. Shoot to the smokes, please.
Wants
shoot to.
to.
The smoke. You know. Oh,
Gets
traded by the order.
Really aggressive. Though. A lot of that's going on right now. Gets the
a
weapon.
Gets the vandal.
And now A is open.
Time to hunt.
It's looking really dangerous. Why is Taha going B long?
Good question. But A is now open completely. However, Sky with the spike is going to go into 2 right now.
Wait.
Does
There's
not
walking.
is
Look behind you. Look
no.
behind you.
Missed though.
You have 2 men. You have 2 men. You can swing that. Yeah, you have intel. Shoot him. Nice. Now you have spike.
Spike down.
Oh no,
A.
that's scary. That's really scary.
One enemy
One
remaining.
down.
Beautiful kill coming out from Sadler. They're playing around each other beautifully. Like they're just
Yes.
trying to trade off each other.
And now back to on the turn.
Oh no.
Stinger diff. That was a huge misplay by this guy. With the spike, pushing, not checking on the left, pushing into area which is not known instead of going with their teammate. That kind of lost the game, or the round for them.
They
right there.
gave Spike away in a really bad position to hold, and from that point onward they were forced to push again, having to retrieve
While
Spike.
A was open.
Exactly, like I am
It was
curious
a
that they
free
didn't
plan,
go to
and they
Link and
knew.
to Art. Instead
Yeah.
they went through Spawn,
No, but
giving it away, walking into line of sight of Sylvia.
No, but the thing is, 2 people did walk through spawn. This Sky with the spike did not, and that was the problem. Had she not had the spike, wouldn't be that big of a deal. Wouldn't necessarily be a nice for a retake. It would be a uneven retake.
Exactly,
but it
but
wouldn't
you
be the end of
still-
the world. Here, they lose the spike. There is no time counting down for them in their favor. But as we are getting into the next round with a
Defending
big
team already started to
push.
rotate. Yuto coming to
One
gets through with the molly again.
Viper hold
pit
invested, but this is going to
in.
be hard. The plant has not gone through yet.
I like it, but you're 2 men down. Viper needs to go
Getting
for the plant. Get
scammed.
shoot, get shot. Who's smoke? Yannick spraying through. Oh, that's Taha down.
Equalize.
Spike planted.
Defending KJ. Ult being booked, still holding. Oh, Yannick
and
with
that is a
triple.
Viper.
Zeno!
Player standing.
Okay, onto Ace. Gets denied. However,
Still a
it's
4-3 and they're 24 HP. I don't think.
interesting ult
Is
use
doable,
as
yeah,
they,
that's
they are just gonna stick it.
Yeah, no, wingman
Oh.
is getting it.
Gets 2! Oh! 2 aces denied in 1 round.
How?
What a round.
Actually,
to
how?
lose and win on both teams.
So, do we mix
So
it
much
up?
invested, so
Double down?
chaotic, so
Let's talk.
scrappy.
I really like the idea that they just went for that defuse. You know, the moment they realized, okay, he is long, we know what to cover. We get one person to defuse and the other 2 trying to protect them. But what got them there is the collateral, because I'm pretty sure there was 1 headshot and then 1 true body. Because they were holding the both positions. They were essentially having their hitboxes to each other, making it very easy for yours to get that lucky collateral knock. I almost wanted to say knockout because I'm a fighting game player. That lucky collateral kill. So got first by the third
Feeling
position,
safe.
so that could have been really bad for Yaptown there.
a really big round for
Placing
Yaptown
swamp
to
grenade.
win, though. That's the most important thing. It could have very easily gone to Waterboarders twice. First with the Viper ult, and the second time with the 2 picks.
Yeah, exactly. I think the Viper ult was a really good play there, but
I'm out of here.
it was just unfortunate more than anything.
Focusing on this round though, a little bit of an aggressive push
I'm
onto
outta
A
here.
just to throw maybe a rotate or something. However, now ultimate, Reyna's ultimate getting used back to B. But the wall is quite late. Neon wall getting used to get onto side. Now, rockets are starting to come in from mid and A. Spike is going down.
Come on, let's go!
Another ult already.
Wait,
round
wait.
9.
Wait, oh,
One.
gets one.
Already looking really
Gets
good.
traded.
He got to 1. It's still a fight.
Gecko ult as well.
Gecko ult on backside.
That can be a very easy pick.
Oh! The ultimate combination!
That might be a bit overkill, I can't lie. 3v5, postpone in the meantime. 4 players. Okay.
Okay, Alex.
Gets one.
My eyes are
Gets.
Wow.
Oh! Alex! Alex!
no one to interrogate.
With a triple!
I don't know how to explain what just happened.
Simple as that.
I don't know what to what? Huh? Drops
So-
the camera. The camera gets
Yannick
shot.
gets 1,
Kills
gets
one.
out of his ult, and still a 5v4. You see the Gecko Brimstone double ultimate combination, gets another one. It's a 3v5, becomes a 3v4 after Yannick gets picked out. And then Alex is allowed to get that triple there.
Well, completely in the open, keep in mind.
Again, I think this is boiling down to a positioning issue because it was 1, 2, 3 all the way backside. Alex didn't have to, adjust their aim. They just were standing there, and they were just holding down the trigger because everybody kept walking into it.
But looking at this one, already pressed push up to A. Now, a little bit of an advantage with Yannick having a generator, so he cannot necessarily. But you already see on the second push by the spike owner onto Art. However, does go back. Slowly.
Oh, Tampa got the north!
Now
Tampa
it's
had the shots first with the crouching,
I must
put
wait a
into the
moment.
radius of the headshot. Coming out from low fine, it's a 2.
Spike
For
planted.
post.
I've
With
got your
upgrade,
trail.
however, obviously can pick up a different gun. Knows exactly where both are. Knows about the operator. Decides to go there.
I
Get
know
one.
exactly where you are.
Cypher ultimate coming through. Oh no.
We are going to
He
see
knows
a
he needs to fall
flag,
back.
but
He
does
knows.
predict.
No!
Misses, gets punished for that miss, and now it is just up to Sylvia and Gecko.
Sylvia 1v3.
It might be a save.
They have
So
wingman, but I don't think they
sometimes-
have the information that 1 is backside and 2 are main.
And also, the wingman is not really in a good position because it can get shot off real quick. I wonder if yes, and you see a save. Is it gonna be a save or is it gonna be trying to get picks?
Probably a save. Yeah, Setta's doing a good job of running away. Like, still have mission, still a vandal, still a little bit of an eco preservation there.
Yes, and we are on 5-5 right now as well. Surprisingly even game, considering how the rounds are so chaotic and not really that even. No team really getting momentum. An operator on the Cypher on attack. We might see a B as a result of that. And on the other side, you see Ghosts and Sheriffs.
I definitely think it's beside Alex is always the person, to hold back the watch out for like this holding long whenever they push B main.
Also, B is a really good, easy side to take while the other team is in eco. Because the beginning peaks are all long range, and yes, you see an outlaw. However, yeah, there's just nothing that can do. Walls drop down, flashes drop down.
Bombs coming through. But
Already
with the wall,
on
I would
site.
think they will
Post
go.
one.
So you know that, yeah, Sylvia gets with this as well, Yannick. With a beautiful sheriff hedges, they never do it again.
Tries to dodge an undodgeable flag. It is an
Does he
advantage.
know? Oh!
My ultimate's ready. Watch
The
out!
spike is not down, crucially. So now they have the
The
guns.
all the 2 space takers were headshot by Yannick, not once but twice.
Ultimate being
Spike
used
is
as
going
well.
back down. Ult again being used. Now there's a lot of advantage
Spike
coming from
down
the defending
B.
side team. Spike being down, the heavy Victor
Does get one
the
pick.
dissipate.
This is still very winnable. They have the spike still. They can
They
get
have
out.
spike with only
but
40
there's a flank.
seconds
But
and-
there is a
Inside.
flank. And now, Sylvie can hear it.
Do they know?
He doesn't have to get.
Oh no.
Cage
Hey,
trigger.
Cage coming
Okay.
through, but he's 10
Wait, man! What
That's
is
fine.
going on?
Sylvia
What
is
is
buying
going
time.
on?
Even if she dies here, they still have to like play hasty for the
30
road.
Yeah,
seconds.
30
left.
seconds left. No, not really enough
This
time
is
to
not
really
looking
onto
good. They're
A
getting
anymore.
flanked now.
did not
One
expect
enemy
it.
remaining.
I
What
don't
they-
know what was going on there with the shots, but now
Sylvia
it
gets
is just
hers.
one. Gonna try to save the op most likely. Yes, gonna try to
He's 10
save the op.
HP though,
waiting
you know they
time.
can wallbang this.
10
And-
seconds
Oh, I
left.
love this. Like, actually, crossfire. Beautiful coming out from Taha right there.
and-
I love whenever Yaptown plays like
Last
that.
round
just
in
hold
the
their
half.
position, stay behind cover, don't overextend anything. Because every time that they lost a round, Nano, like, it's because one of them was out of position, they're a little bit too out in the open. And they were getting pushed in a position where they didn't have anywhere to retreat. Which
But-
gave the initial advantage to the attacking team.
But at the same time, we should really talk about the fact that Waterboarders is not dropping their spike fast enough. They should be dropping it way faster than they actually are currently. Because
Because
they had the site very easily. Then the retake was starting to happen, but the spike was nowhere even close to being planted.
Yeah, like you had two people, the Viper. I
Early
believe-
pick
Oh,
immediately. Gets
That's fine.
traded.
That's fine. Still a man advantage, and the spike is nowhere to be found. Yeah, no, that's two
And
men
now it's a
up.
4v2.
Corners,
Spot-
please take the corner.
Does not spot the other one, but knows that there's
Fine.
a
I was praying. Oh,
I guess didn't pray well enough.
Last player
Fine.
standing.
Yes,
that's
traded
so
though.
fine. And now you have
Spike
spike.
down mid.
Avoids the eye from Reyna. Both they are there. That's still info, even though you don't get the kill.
Yeah, good info, but also it's a 3v1. They are starting to go together. Ooh,
It's
actually,
a Reyna,
they're
though. They
separating.
can heal.
Yeah, no,
They're
they-
not playing with each other.
They're giving
Do they
Reyna
know?
the space right now.
Space.
Gets one.
Oh,
Heals back up.
it's not a full heal, but maybe like a leg shot or body shot can still save you from that.
However, it is a site free. Now you can plant. We also are only 2 away from the ultimate with the plant. It's not really necessarily this round, but for the next one it might. Oh no, never mind. The next round is already a pistol round. But you do see both Yaptown players now playing together.
They're holding
They need to
dugout.
trade.
I really hope that they communicate while somebody check dugout or somebody
Or at least wallbang it.
like in a plant like this you have to actually check all the angles and they don't.
They
This is looking
aren't.
really bad.
Gets on one.
I don't think Victor knows.
One enemy remaining.
Disappoint me.
Oh no!
Hold on to your hats.
I don't.
Can we get Caster Cam real quick? Can we get Caster Cam? What am I looking at? Dumpy, I'm asking the same!
Switching sides.
Huh? Yeah, I don't know why, but
I can't see this anymore, man. I've been the gameplay been flashbanging me IRL. Like, what's going on? Like,
What? So it was okay. So Reyna gets one.
that's
Dory
great.
has the spike.
Dory has the spike.
Dismisses-
Call of Duty reload.
Yeah, no, this
doesn't get punished for the Call of Duty
no, no, no,
reload.
no, no. Earlier, more importantly, Reyna dismisses into the middle. Dory whips everything. So does Victor. They both reload in the middle of nowhere. Don't punish each other for that. Then Dory somehow gets the kill, and then doesn't defuse the spike for long enough, so the spike explodes.
I don't want to make it look like Michael and I are intentionally talking about it. Come on, Laura. Like, we're not trying to be mean here. We're trying to stay respectable, but it's hard to respect whatever just happened there.
It's focusing on the next round. You can see it's pretty aggressive push by Yaptown. I'm sorry, I'm just a bit shocked to be honest.
Yeah, no, same.
Spike going down. It is a 3v3.
And he gets
Okay.
Bro, bot sheriff
Okay,
first round.
2v3.
Oh no!
Whiffs.
One enemy remaining.
Spike user kill. It is going to
Kill.
It is a good.
This is all looking really nice. Why did they have a spike? I didn't quite
Can
catch
just peek
that.
off of contact right now. It's really.
One enemy
That's
remaining.
one. That is a big
Beautiful
mistake.
aim right there. Oh! Smart play
Looks
from
away. I'm having trouble understanding these rounds.
Like, at one point, they're doing a really good job trading off each other, trying to play around each other's, depth and around each other's contact. And other times, they're both looking the same way, not covering each other's flanks, for example, like we saw in that defuse round where they didn't check dugout.
Another times they reload in the middle of nowhere.
That too, like, we mentioned this earlier in, the pre-game.
Go, go, go.
It's it's just the top of It's So Joe for Resolve Rock.
It really is. It really is. It's like a sine wave.
Oh! the aggro.
Drive by.
Again, Call of Duty Reload, counter number 2.
Yeah. Gets early 2 picks. Goes down to 1. In the meantime, B is free. Whereas the Waterboarders are just in mid.
Going up.
I don't know, wanking themselves up.
Unique trying to cover Wingman with the wall. I love that play. Flash's backside, good play, but there's nobody
Spike
there
planted.
now. Looting with one man down.
And let's focus on the wingman. This is
That's one. That's
enemy
two.
remaining.
Beautiful coming out from Sylvia. Still living on 70 HP. Extra toes coming down main with the burb.
one flank. No.
Okay, giving away
Wash.
with the burp. They know he is there. Sana trying to hold it, and you have multiple people outside that can play it off long.
But
One day.
Why
I
did
don't
that
know
take
what's
so long?
going on. But let's focus on the compositions right now because. I don't know.
Yo,
what to say.
Yannick, we do have that on stream. We do, in fact, have that on stream. Shout out to Lynn.
I don't. We have another map of this. We have
I
another
don't think
map
my
of
mental
this.
can take it. TV in the lounge now for us. Probably had $3 already. He's top fragging, hop off my goat. He's like 22 and 10. He's doing amazing right now.
But focusing on this round because I need to like forget the last one I think. They're going B again, but this time with better weapons.
Oh, first
Early
coming out
pick.
from Waterboarders this
In
time.
mid as well. Okay,
Yannick trading.
train immediately. However, that does leave only one of them.
Joke's over! You're dead!
He's dizzy. Give her information, they can't flank all the Cyber
Gets
walls
the
cannot
third.
be used anymore, which is a really big advantage for Team Track to plan right now.
Spike planted.
Spike does get planted.
Holding it, it's planted. Burp coming out. Wall coming up.
Skyflash doesn't give me a
Oh, okay, it gets
Okay.
it gets still, but they still need to defuse.
and
That's one.
make a
Potential coming through. Potential A is coming out from Yannick, maybe. Yeah, it's flanking easy. No, A is denied, but it's still
Last player standing.
Alex, now.
Last player standing.
But Yor is still back. Sana can play this on time. I don't know if Yor knows. He does it, as Sana beautifully played.
Getting the third round in a row.
Can't use that
crucially.
yet.
The patience there, like just waiting until yours takes it for a little bit longer, was amazing. 31 and 13, Yannick my goat.
But also looking at the current economy of Waterboarders is not good. This might very well be 10-6 in a second.
I think this is the snowballing moment. I think this is where it
This
starts.
might be the snowball. I mean, look at the scoreboard.
it's-
31 and 13 and 5 on Yannick.
I definitely think that, you know, the aggression from Taha and Yannick on an attacker side, on their attacking half, gets to be exploited a little bit more like this.
And again,
He's
but-
just running.
And the thing is, they keep going just B main because so far they haven't punished by it yet.
Going up!
Hey, yes sir, come on player, what do you mean?
Early, getting the second pick, that is basically sight. Planning the spike already. By the way,
Spike
Using
planted.
this makes to go backside, which is beautiful, but again, playing the replay that are holding long, they're doing this beautifully, just playing cover, not going until they actually see something, still being a little bit out of the
flanked
getting
by
hit by
Sky,
Alex.
giving a lot of information currently.
Last
However,
player
Ace goes
standing.
to Elden and Sky is flanking. And now it's just a 1v4.
Sana second time 1v1 win. Sana is like that.
It is going to be a save on the side of Waterboarders in the meantime.
Understandably so, but now it's 10 to 16. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the point where the mental starts crumbling a little bit for the side of Waterboarders.
I don't think it's really going to be about the mental crumbling. It's going to be about the mental elevating on the side of Yaptown.
I think both are very realistic to happen. This crosshair is crazy at Sana. I will bring that to her during the break, Rainier.
As we're going to see another...
Wait, that's only to the sides? There's no... Oh, that... Oh, I need a bar blocker.
And once again, we're seeing Yaptown just 5-stack B. So far, Waterboarders have not found a solution for that yet. This might be different though, because
Keep it cool.
we are going to be
That's how
a
you
little bit of a
survive.
struggle buy. However,
We're seeing
again,
we're seeing
Bulldog,
Taka,
Marshall, not full
Phantom,
shields.
no shield. You know what I think?
Toxin screen down.
Yaptown might be realized.
Careful now.
They have Cypher on A. And they realize, yeah, no, we don't want to push that, so they just keep going.
More importantly, they have Gecko. They can land on B pretty easily if they can.
They can plan on B,
grab
but you
the
also
wrong
have
sideline.
the line of sight denial that they need. Oh, the flank is going
Early flanks.
vulnerable. Oh, and the
It's a wall drop
Oh!
right now. Ooh, big trades currently going on.
not the greatest.
Still
for
alive. That is
Yaptown.
important though. That's really important because right now
I'm
they're
outta
boxed
here.
in. Until the Neon dies, they either have to push B main or they have to push the Neon.
Picking up the Vandal, trying to hold their
Spike
However,
down
does
B.
The women are shut down.
getting the flank onto Darius.
Last player standing.
Ult gets
Tipped
immediately denied by the enemy Reyna. This is
A really good shutdown, but with an early flank onto mid by Waterboarders. Finally found some sort of response onto the B attack. And now we're seeing not the greatest economy from Yaptown. They are going to have to get some Guardians as well. You might see a classic and full shield. This is a nice buy considering the rest. But and now Yaptown. Okay, we lost one round on B. Let's go A. Right into Cypher though.
I will find you.
Now, we do have both a Gecko and Phoenix ult, so a lot of all this is really easily taken care of.
Flash.
Instantly. Flash is going through
Come on, let's go.
early ultimate, trying to probably just get one of the trip players.
get tripped. I think it was
If you'll get some trip, one off.
pushing it.
Flank's going down in the meantime, Flank's going through. However, it's going to be a 4v5 because
We have
Taha
Gecko
did die in the
still
middle.
up though.
Gets
Low
traded
fight being
off.
denied, Skydog being put down. Dory gets the kill onto Alex. Yannick gets
trade
pulled
going
down
through.
in the dirt by Taka, however.
And now they know exactly. Ooh.
Oh, obviously a little bit. We still have Gecko ultimate. And
Here
again,
we go. Oh yeah. One
back end.
Ooh, the Gecko ult miss as well, and 4K by Taka. And now 2 rounds in a row go from Waterboarders.
I think.
The momentum is a bit going down on the side of Yaptown, that's for sure. And now let's see what they're gonna do. Are they gonna go back to B? Are they gonna go A? Or are they gonna go mid? Maybe try something new.
They still have a decent pick of econ, especially because Yannick has still 5.3k in the bank.
Well, yes and no, because you are also seeing Guardian Spectre.
You are seeing half shields.
This goes here.
Yeah, it's not the greatest, it's manageable. I
And
would
once
say.
again, Killjoy on nothing but a half shield
Let's go.
classic. But what are we gonna see by Yaptown? A little bit of no setup currently going on. Aggressive push onto mid.
Oh, does
Well,
he get the order?
oh! Still gets the kill.
Careful now.
For himself,
Pushes
comes
for the
down,
kill. Trade
Taka-
going off. Goes back to Art.
Flash.
Try wants to get that kill. Wants to get the advantage back on.
Taka seems starting to play really well under Neon, which is mostly the entry fragger. Noticing how they keep using that high movement speed to just get angles and get flanks that you otherwise wouldn't be able to.
Rain is
nice
down.
pick.
That's a second coming out from
Nice
the
pick.
league.
And that
Pushing
opens
onto
B
low
completely.
fight. Puts them in the dirt as well. That's 3 coming out from the league. Now
That
can they
opens B
use
as
this
well
space?
completely.
He is opened up with Wingman
Placing swarm
coming in.
grenade.
Sana getting the setup on long. Not really coming out.
Spike planted.
Alex being the kryptonite of Yannick. Oh, did you know right side?
They know
That's
nice
fine!
one.
That's absolutely good!
But now it's 1v2. Spike is down. Long range
They still have
ultimates
only-
as
I
well
forget.
on the side of Brimstone.
Brimstone to deny. Okay, you know
This
Cage
is
coming through.
Cage triggered.
They have Brim.
gets spammed, but it's
Oh,
in a
no.
good spot. It's going to get half.
You have Molly. They can't Molly this
Have
fight.
ult.
No more
They
charges
have
left.
ult even.
Spots
But
get the corner.
they're going for the kill instead!
But they'll get
They should have
wallbanged.
sticked it!
And now that's 11 round for Yaptown. really.
This is like the 8th ult Yannick has gotten online.
Yeah.
I was getting really scared because I think Dory made the play really well by just trying to shoot through the cage and apply pressure. Not realizing it missed though, not realizing... I think Alex just got scared because it was so close by, even though I don't think they took any damage from that. I am surprised that Dory didn't either ult like you mentioned, but also, you know, Molly, you could still held on to ult
I'm
for a
surprised
while.
by like 80% of the actions both.
Exactly, but like with that cage up, Dory had, you know, free reign to just yeet Molly or ult in that general direction onto the spike.
Well,
and Alex couldn't really fire back.
Well, they tried to pre-shot the most common angles, but Alex
Watch
did
your
take an
eyes!
unconventional angle there to try to defuse. Managed to get half. Unfortunately, did not have a skin gate. Had they
Watch
had a
your
skin
eyes!
gate, this could have very easily gone.
Excellent ult. Unique with the opening frag.
Get the second one.
Someone put a stop to this man.
Joke's
Well,
over.
there's Alex
You're
who need
dead.
it.
Yeah. See, rotate onto B. Tries to get a
That's
third.
fine. That's
Yeah,
only
so-
the ult. That is only the ult.
Yeah, but in the meantime, not a lot of space.
Careful now.
No, but they're getting respect.
Guess what?
Now, Silla's
Guess-
pushing out against Taka.
Okay, gets traded. Goes back up. There is one more mid.
Okay, you know where they are.
But
Spike
crucially,
down.
Wingman with the spike gets shut down. Now the spike is in the middle.
You know
nowhere.
where
Need
they
to
are.
recover
They're
that.
both there. They used util in order to get the spike down out of Wingman's hand.
One enemy
Like,
remaining.
oh my God, Taha, do they know? They turn around. They do,
Forgive
but
me.
it's
Not
not
fast enough.
enough.
And now that is game point for Yaptown.
Match point.
That was amazing. That's actually a really impressive play with how they were slowly pushing up main side B long, waiting for Yannick to get like the opening frags on the flank, and then, you know, waiting for Taha to come in and playing off him to make it opening, you know, get that one kill or at the very least create pressure. Like they're waiting for each other until they actually engage it, which was beautiful because you noticed how Sylvia wasn't taking a lot of risks until the flanking teammates actually came to help her out.
But again, you saw like just the reliance on the aggression that Yenny has for the team and the team right now. Already close to their next. Oh, okay, not that close, but will be close after this round to their next
You
ultimate.
should run.
Killjoy going
Attacking
through.
Killjoy.
Flank completely taken care of.
Trying to
Making sure
create
there's-
space, like already down, doesn't get to use birds anymore.
Spike
in order to
down
create
B.
space.
But once again, Wingman gets shot down, and
Oh, that creates a lot of space with two people detained.
one gets shot down.
Gonna get the
Spike is
spike.
gonna go down.
Creating a lot of space here that you know
Good try.
that
4v3.
Syl dies there, but you know the Reyna is in that position now.
They're so scared of flank.
Oh, Yannick through their own wall has taken down Sanne at the back of them, holding that down. Even though the deaths are coming through from the attacking side, you get a lot of info where everybody is. And Dory playing around the ultimate.
Getting ready. Okay, I mean, they just need to stop for time right now.
Beautiful,
Immediately.
beautiful.
Gonna get pushed. I don't know.
Right.
Not
Remaining.
taking
Taha covering
player
Dory.
1v1.
It's a 1v1.
1v1
Pop
for game
ult,
finish.
pop ult and clutch those. Pop ult and clutch those. My birthday turf. Do it.
A little bit of just playing the waiting game.
I don't think. I don't
there's
think
no
they got it
time.
on time.
There's no
I don't
time.
think they got it
There's
on
just no
time.
time.
That's the birthday buff. The Taha birthday buff clutching it
win.
13 to 8.
And first map going to Yaptown. Very interesting game. Very interesting, to say the least.
It's closer than I expected. 41 and 19 8.
110 econ rating, 9 first bloods. Insane performance by Yannick.
Average combat score is crazy. I'm glazing, but
Yeah, very.
tell me it's not deserved.
But interesting
When you're
rounds.
putting out these numbers,
Interesting rounds. at
put
the same
that in
time.
Division 1.
No. He's gonna get shat on that.
Let me
But-
glaze my boy.
But hey, he's my board member. I can't let him have too much, ego.
Support your board members. What do you mean?
Hey, Jonas is on the other team. I need to balance it out, But we are gonna go into a little break. Both teams are currently out of their booths, probably enjoying. We might see a few more beers in Yannick and Taha, but we will be back soon, in probably 5 or 10 minutes or so. So please don't go anywhere.
Mental support, shark.
Mauro, you're talking over me so much.
I know, sorry.
And we forgot to unmute the mic. Hi guys, we are back.
Professional casters, by the way. I don't know about Michael. I make money off of this and I still make mistakes.
I did not make money off of this, and you see it.
I mean, for today it's both freelancing because like I look like shit. I'm not prepared.
I mean, I'm only here because Mitchell is sick, so. But we are getting into the next game right now.
Bro, second choice. Let that sink in real quick.
Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy.
No, poor guy.
Shut your big ass, bro. Anyways, we're getting into the next game. We are seeing a Phoenix again. No Yoru, after all. Very sad, honestly. I would have loved to see it. To remind everyone, the first map was won by Yaptown with 13-8 scoreline off of a carry performance by Yannick, who dropped a 40k. We are getting into Ascent, where Waterboarders are starting on attack. You can already see the composition very similar to the previous game, actually identical to the previous game on the side of Yaptown, with the Reyna and the Brimstone here as well. We should see a lot more impact on the Brimstone on this map compared to Burrow. On the other hand, though, we are seeing a few very different hovers. Teho, one of the newer characters, as well as Vice, with on the side of Waterboarders, double duelists as well, hovering multiple of them. We might see an ISO, which could be a really powerful way to clear some angles here on this map. And last but not least, Omen on the smokes. A really standard pick on Ascent. But no locks yet.
Coming out from the side from Yaptown, I'm not surprised. I've always told myself literally every game genre that I'm used to, sticking with what you know and what you're comfortable with is going to make you more effective at doing your job than picking something that could be better but you're not practiced on yet. And you see that for like the entire left side. You're seeing a Phoenix, even though we talked about it earlier. Sana still being on that KJ, even though most people consider KJ to be kind of meh in the meta. Brimstone is fine, Sail on that signature, Gecko and Taha looking at the dual doublist, going for Reyna. On the other side, we are having Omen, ISO, Reyna, Vice, Sky. If I remember correctly, 3 of these character picks are different. Alex in the previous game wasn't on the Omen, they in fact were on Cypher. Who else we had? The Reyna from Victor is still the same. Joris on the Sky is still the same as well, but I think the Riley Vice is now finally coming out. And then the Darius. So I am curious to their thought process of what made them lock in these different legend compositions.
As we are also seeing some new angles by the observer currently, as we get back onto the players, we are going to see a pretty, at least early aggression on A main by all 5 of Waterboarder players. Importantly, let's focus a little bit on the Sky, on Yoris, Extra Toast. He was playing Sky both maps and had the spike, but gets a second one, gets a third!
He is gaming!
Okay, gets 3 immediately. Does get traded in the end, however, he got his and then some. Rotate's coming through, so you already see immediately going out. Some smokes going onto mid, but gonna go through spawn instead, just making sure that there is no funny business going on mid. You start seeing some rotates going back onto beam, most notably the kill shield with the turret being reactivated. But Yaptown is in a really good position right now.
Sala not peeking anything, instead playing off the turret activation, really smart. Again, I said this to Yannick in the break as well, in person. There were so many rounds that Yaptown won just after Yannick getting like the initial double or even triple kill. And again, now Yaptown is playing a 4v2 on the defending side.
And immediately realizes they are not going to go for it. They're going to go
Last player standing. Spike down mid.
And now it's just 1v4.
Inside.
Only 22. One shot
I have this fight.
And it just happens. The round was won in the first 5 seconds by Yannick, realistically. Unless some really good hero shots were to happen by Waterboarders as a whole, it was a done round.
I fully agree that Yannick playing turbo aggressive, pushing their own smoke from Dory's Brimstone coming out.
Yeah, I don't know how he got the third. I don't know how he got the third shot or the third kill. But
He just peeked that out, and I don't know if they were flashed as well, but he just peeked that out and then went back into the smoke. Still got shot through it, but he did his job. He got the 3-for-1, setting his team up for a big advantage. That's already first one again.
Big, immediately.
Opening
Gets smoked
kill.
off. Is going to push through it, confident that they can dismiss. Does get
Spike
through that.
down,
And the
mid.
defense already has 25. After the pick, yep. One.
Lo-Fi now having the Spectre taken off.
But Spike is in mid, in a really difficult position. Long's gonna go down, misses though. Spike's still not recovered, importantly. Gonna get pushed.
And he gets pushed.
One enemy remaining.
The smoke lurk is going crazy. Rainy going a little bit too deep. Spike is still there.
However, some damage done, 1 kill. Shields off of Yannick. Now, he did get 2, so he should be 1 away from his ultimate right now, if I'm correct.
Yep.
Yes, he is 1 away.
So is Taha.
Yeah. No, 5-0 on Taha. That's like, we've been glazing Yannick a little bit because of the first map, but Taha also picked up a lot of frag kills also last round, but still, 1 away.
I think we talked about this in like the pre-game, even before game 1, that Yaptown is very high peaks, very low lows, but Taha as a person, as a player, has that as well.
He is the embodiment of that in that team.
Exactly, and that first game they weren't playing very bad, but we've seen them play better, including those first 2 rounds that we saw in this game 2 we're seeing right now.
Currently we're seeing slow down a little bit, immediately punished, as I said that, but playing way slower, waiting for Yaptown to maybe push. They have the better weapons. Now, however, Yannick, who really likes to play Guardian, so he does have a range.
Come on, let's go!
Already pops his ult. Pushes it.
Fine.
Doesn't get traded off, but gets information, importantly. Onto Sky as well, so that is permanent damage, as the only player on that team currently. Spike recovered, gonna go to A, but information received. And we'll start seeing rotate going through. However, Spike is going to be picked up. 1 kill, 1 free. Spike should go down right now. And it is going to be
Spike planted.
Make a 4v3 retake.
Cover. Alex smoking.
Dizzy's up top! Somebody's there!
Late rotate coming out from Sana as Yannick is trying to take top side, has no abilities, has no flashes, has no anything.
Heads up!
Sees 2.
Gets the triple.
Is going to
That's what
be
ace.
One enemy remaining.
3 kills.
Last player
One
standing.
Gets it. 1v1.
3
They're both
HP.
low. First hit. Beautiful clutch coming out from Sylvia
7
right there.
HP left, but it is going to be a 3rd round for Yaptown. Crucial bonus round as well.
Clutch.
Star.
Your first mistake
Coming
was
out from
assuming I
Yaptown.
couldn't.
Are we going to see Yaptown run away with it at the beginning? As you see a little bit of banter going on in the chat, both teams.
I want to
as
say
said
yes,
previously.
but the thing is that Yannick and Taha both are extremely efficient at getting those opening kills and being able to snowball every single round from there. Like you saw that in triple coming out game 1 and the double from Taha coming out in that game 2. I don't know. Like if Waterboarders plays a little bit safe, tries to not give as many initial picks away.
Well, but as seen before, Yaptown is really good at game, and they are right now in a little bit of damage.
Finished.
That's coming through from Dizzy. Beautiful movement up from Sylvia on the get-go.
Perfect timing. They know it's
That's fine.
big.
Oh, he's still coming through. You're still buying time. Taha
Big
gets it.
Reyna flash over there.
Double
Safety.
coming out from Taha, holding side right now.
Are they aware?
One
They are
enemy
not
remaining.
aware.
They're back.
They don't even know.
Spike down.
And
B.
now it's just a 1v4 again. We have a shorty as well, so yeah. No damage done. And that is already 4 rounds for Yaptown. We've only been playing for like 10 minutes.
Is it copium to say defender play the map?
Yes, it is. But we are seeing a timeout. So, what would you like to see different from Waterboarders right now?
Please play around more information because a lot of the times they're just the pacing coming out from Yannick and Taha isn't accounted for, and they just getting caught off guard. And again, you saw them running in on that, I believe it was a B side. Even though they knew Sana was hiding there on logs, they didn't know where's everybody else. Even though they saw the Dizzy come out, and they knew like Taha was on site. It didn't feel like that was communicated to everybody else. As you saw, Joris extra toast being hit from the back as he was worried about.
Yeah, you see some miscommunication going on in Waterboarders. Exactly. A lot of crucial information that turns them into picks, whether it's from utility or from players just not being cleared. And as we are getting back into from the tactic timeout, I really wonder if that is what Waterboarders is talking about as well. Are we going to see more defaults? That's the second bit, because so far we've seen mostly heavy leans towards B, heavy leans towards A. We've seen one semi-default, but once again, waiting for Yaptown to push instead of taking the initiative of it. We see an operator on the ISO. A very interesting
I
thing.
like it, and Dobby is looking like they're being set up. Push out of 3, but they're not doing it just yet. It's being held right now. They're playing it safe, not giving anything away. I like it on a defensive position. Don't peek it out. To play with. Well, coming out from right.
Ooh, immediately. Are they gonna clear the third one though?
No, again,
no.
don't check their corner.
Instant
Not
equalize.
collecting information. The
3,
coming out from corner.
4.
Quadra!
Spike down. Mid.
Come on, come on, come on. Oh, such an unfortunate reload. Going to
That's so fine though. I still have to
yeah.
grab Spike as a 2v1.
Spots one. I don't think they did actually. Not sure they did.
I mean, there's Spike. He has to rotate as Sylvia is checking.
Close to the door.
Top right now.
This is going to be a plan.
Yeah, from this distance they hear it.
Lock away.
Somebody spike planted. My ult's ready. Seek them out.
Down.
Found one.
Going to actually
The door.
the ult did bring
One
reload
enemy
grinding.
remaining.
Now making it
I heard a scream from
1v1.
Wolf.
My buddy's
Wingman
defusing.
going down, that might be a big deal thing, because right now Joris has to peek. He might think this is just fake. And
Beautiful plays
trade.
coming out from Sylvia.
Really beautiful
Well
trade.
done.
30 HP left as well. One bullet, that was all I needed. But 5th round for Yaptown.
Can we talk about that moment in 3 for a moment? Because I think that's exactly, what we were talking about. There's a lack of information that they're playing with. Nobody is checking that corner, and people are just running in one by one, giving it Quadra out there the door. It was now 4 and 2 and 1. Corners aren't being checked, things aren't being cleared, the people are just running in.
It's not even about corners being checked. It's about the miscommunication that they don't know where somebody is coming from, and then proceed on to check corners. And you see that because 4 should have happened instantly.
My ultimate's ready.
Aggressively starts the shield, gets traded, but gets the shield out of ISO right now, which is also the
There's the dog out.
Watch your eyes.
flash through a little bit.
My ultimate's not ready. Going up.
You know that the guy is there.
Blinded.
Beautiful.
A lot of information dumped. A lot of building on both teams.
Careful now.
This is what I really like though.
This is so much detail getting.
knows. He was witnessing the Sky Dog coming out from the spawn site close to A, from Joris' Sky, and he's like, okay, I know they're there, I also know Taka on the island is there, I'm expecting it a little bit. And it seems like the rest of the team knows that they communicate it, because you're seeing people in market
Nice trade. But in the meantime, important. Spike is on A. Flash going through. There is Taha right there, holding really close aggressively.
to the extent with the ult.
Embarrassing.
Yeah, it's a second pick on mid. However,
30 seconds left.
side taken. Oh, 2v2. Now, are they going to expect the Phoenix so close?
One enemy
Yes, there is
remaining.
no.
This disrespect from
Spike down.
One away
A.
from Ace.
Give him the ace, give him the ace.
Gets one.
And he can throw it. Flash. And he can throw it.
One enemy remaining. 10 seconds left.
He throws it, well done.
This is going to be a plan.
Spike planted.
Oh
I mean, it's damage and they don't have anything to heal off right
And now
now.
it gets interesting. The thing is, there's no utility aside from the turret right now. Such an unfortunate with the ammunition. One or two more bullets.
I didn't have the clue
All
how
of the
much
bullets.
ammunition she had there. Was
I
it like
mean-
5 bullets in the chamber?
And proceeded to shoot everything on the door and then just run through because tried to time the plan, but unfortunately just missed the head. Had one of those bullets gone to the head, it would have been a done round going for Yaptown, but instead, Waterboarders is on the board right now. ironically.
They are on the board,
But once
Still
again,
looking
if you look at
kinda
Yaptown,
grim.
12 and 4, 8 and 3 on the top 2 fraggers.
Flash place.
Vice round.
Good hit.
It is the board.
Not
So
ready yet.
at least they know, okay, it's God, there's
Watch
someone
your
there
eyes.
holding that close. Molly coming out, they know that it's a Phoenix now. And now they're playing it a little bit slow, playing the Sylvia on the Gecko is like that.
I love it. A bit more mid right now. 2 nice picks from Waterboarders. Are they going to expect Sylvia also being close by? Spike is in mid. There is something. It might be a market.
1 HP.
Clears
Actual 1 HP.
Mosh pit.
Only going through, but that is Spike does get to. But now they slow down.
That guy does have.
Again,
No
again,
targets.
no really information. Lucky swing there, but. And now both players are on A. We're gonna see a 3v2 retake of B.
So really hard to play. Cover going out. Dark was in front of spawn. Both by Wiggerson.
Spike planted.
Smoke. They need close, but they know though. This is looking to be a potential.
Last player
Get
standing.
shot. At this distance, you can still see. The smoke gets 2. Waterboarders winning 2 rounds in a row, killing the momentum of Yaptown. More importantly, and right now looking at the economy, it's not the greatest in Yaptown.
I don't think Sana and Midori are able to pull by here. It started off so strong, and I'm wondering where that momentum also goes. Where are the opening picks? Where is the aggression coming out from Unique? Because I mentioned this during the break as well, like to him face to face. The 9 out of 10 times whenever there's like an opening frag around that thing.
And you see right now.
Or die!
That's right.
Lots of
True.
information. This is going to be a quick push onto the plane. Stormy and Batman. So much utility going down. First pick down already. Bertha is coming through. Are Thor going down as well?
Spike
4v3
planted.
Retake. Good trade here for Yanni.
Dizzy's up. Dizzy has targets.
2 are on tree right
Blow
now.
him up, Mosh.
Oh,
That could the flash. The flash saved the Gecko right there.
what's going on?
Now,
What
both
about watching
team-
in 3 happening?
Both teams slowed down. Importantly, keep in mind. Once again, no information about there being popped. He's open to the side, not looking at it at all. Now, it's a 2v1.
One enemy remaining. One enemy remaining.
Nice round, but again, Waterboarders did not play this well. This shouldn't have been as close as it was. Really early aggression on 2A, getting 2 kills almost immediately, 4v3 post-ban, but once again, not looking Haven right there. Not looking, not communicating where the Gecko was. Gets 1 pick, gets a lot of damage, and that is ultimately the player who was there at the very end, who almost won the round for Yaptown.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the entire team was holding A and just staying on site. We weren't like we had like 2 different people holding 3 close and trying to cover for Summit, but nobody was playing main and trying to hold heaven, which allowed
Thorns are alive.
a bit over the opening. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough for Yaptown to actually take that.
It was how passively well. Don't get that this time.
They learn from their mistakes. I like that.
I've
They
got your
actually
child.
And once
hiding really well. Do they check it?
gets
And
one,
I still get
still.
1 dismiss out.
will not get away. Was also blind. That it is going to be 4v2, but keep
Last player
eco
standing.
for Yaptown.
Spike
Getting
planted.
1 is already a big deal. Now, Rennie can make the flash, so cannot push off of his own. Or is going to play.
Voice
Will
of Bird.
Team Ace.
Absolutely fine. They still got 1.
and a nice
That's
team
it, yeah.
ace by Waterboarders. Now we're only 1 away. It used to be a 5-0. Now it's 5-4. But we are going to see a full buy from Yaptown for the first round in 3 rounds, I believe. So, are we going to see any adaptation for Yaptown? Waterboarders did take a timeout earlier. Yaptown is not the time to do that, which is important because it also does not kill Waterboarders' momentum. Are we going to see any adaptation from Yaptown? And the answer is, it's not looking like it. Leaving mid completely.
Stacking A 1-3.
It is a good read. Keep that in mind. They are all 5A right now.
I now bot out.
They also have so much utility that can spot them, and they
I don't
can
know
rotate
if I
off
would
of
call
mid.
it a good read as much as a lucky one.
Well, they
Phoenix
did go A in the
on
last
B.
3 rounds.
That's true. Phoenix, like, did not be any stuff.
Now they're going for mid. So you see 2 players leaving A side, going mid because there was no information on mid at the beginning of the round.
Like, Unique was pushing that, so you know, okay, he's not seeing anyone. Is it necessary to push mid? Are they retreating, going back to 3? Are they pushing that up?
Are we going to see, yes, we are seeing both move to A. However, Waterboarders is now
open.
moving to mid. B is completely open.
Melee.
Oh,
No,
let's
that's
go!
not nice for that.
That's right.
There's no really open.
Spike down.
Don't he get punished for that? He gets punished for that.
Instantly. 4v3, and now that is B completely open. Smoke
you,
goes
bot.
through. Spike is last to leave mid. So this is be timed. Doesn't happen.
30
Nice
seconds
pick and
left.
spawn, and now it is gonna be a 4v2 post ban unless anything crazy happens. No, and all players are just gonna go into site with one playing an off angle on market,
Spike
and
planted.
this should be an easy equalizer.
Yeah, it's gonna be 5-5. Like, you have 2 people from Smart. Like, after this, it's an equal again, so there's a very good
Launching
possibility
smoke.
that's maybe 5-6.
Or 5-7 even. Right now, Yaptown has
Last player
they had
standing.
upper hand, and then they threw it away as we see another team ace by Waterboarders.
I am really starting to get worried
I'll
here
isolate the problem.
because
You
the
crush it.
moment. So we noticed, like I was talking about this earlier, Yannick pushing out B, realizing there's nobody there, then pushing out like B to mid, also not seeing anyone, and Sana as well retreating from her position on A to mid long as well. But I don't think there was any call of they're not pushing anything, maybe they're rotating back. Because even though util was used on A, nobody was pushed through. They didn't actually commit to anything, even though the rotate was like 5 men on A.
Hawk out!
Yeah, and now, well, we are seeing a little bit of a different play from Waterboarders now.
Think
Going
so.
into B, where they're gets one,
Fine.
gets traded, and now it's completely open side. Is Waterboarders gonna be aware of that?
Yeah, no, Sana seems to be going really quick. They have ult, can place it backside.
This can be an easy-ish retake, considering
Initiated.
everyone's gonna have both.
Spike planted.
Spots one, yes,
Glory
killed.
with the clutch.
Last player standing.
And now it's a 1v1, or sorry, 1v2. The ult ultimately has no value. How are we gonna see Taha attempt this? The birthday boy, obviously. Time is not on his side as well, but
He has to know that if they, or at least I hope that he knows that if they wanted to push that, they have to retreat to both houses that Sana pointed out earlier.
does have,
You know that one is there.
does have both orbs, but is going to look to save after all. So it is going to be a 6-5 round. 6 rounds in a row going to Waterboarders after 5 rounds in Yaptown. The momentum is completely shifted right now, and this could very well be 5-7.
We went from a team winning 5 rounds in a row to the opposing team winning 6 rounds. in a row.
Last
It's
round
kinda
before the
crazy.
switch.
And ultimately, it kind of feels like it's Yaptown who changed their gameplay more than Waterboarders did.
You mentioned this earlier, the term adaptation. I'm not seeing it.
Yeah.
Because again, it started off with a lot of people staying on A side, only one person being B, Yannick pushing it, knowing there's multiple there. And the only person that rotated really early, I think, was Sana. Like the first one to rotate, actually getting that ult down, which in essence was a good play, but I do believe that they pushed a little bit earlier before the ult begins to go off. Like they popped ult down and immediately went in, as opposed to pop ult down, wait like 5 seconds to close its ignition.
Cover going out.
But it also seems like Yaptown put on their brakes by themselves, and now they're being jammed by Waterboarders. Because they're the ones who stopped picking aggressively in the very beginning, and now they don't have the confidence to do it anymore. And yes, even when you saw Yannick, who was playing solo on B, get one pick, ends up getting traded, but the side was not good. They're just so afraid of the push.
Ah, what the first.
Spike down A.
And that's fine.
That's actually just slow.
That's a pick from Taka onto Silver.
Neutralized.
Coming out onto 3 where Dorothy is now being put down.
It's spotted as well. That is important because that also
In
allows
ult
for
as well.
rotations.
Still have ult over there onto Reyna, onto
Oh, they're really beautiful pick.
One enemy remaining.
The duelist are locked in.
Spike down A.
Spike.
Michael was seeing it.
Okay.
It is
It is going to be a
30
1v3,
seconds left.
but The spike is going to go down at the very least. Now let's see how
Spike
Yaptown
planted.
actually plays it,
Fine,
because
I'm-
it seems like it's going to be an early 1v1 by the Killjoy. Who?
Wait.
Placing
No.
sentry.
Oh
Wait,
no.
Sana.
Oh no.
What is happening? What is happening?
Oh no! How do we have two of these back to back? Last round halves, which are just a real big WDF or team.
I'm sorry, I need you to get it out of my system.
Switching sides.
I'm just simply not sure. And so and it does turn into a 6-6 half in the end.
Yeah.
5 rounds in a row for one team, 6 rounds for the other team, just to equalize it in the weirdest way
I need a
possible.
second blush. I need more therapy plushies. I need it for my mental health.
Yeah. But it is going to be a change of attacker and defenders. So we are going to see Yaptown on attack now. Now, Yaptown started, they ran away with it on Pearl.
Yep.
Are we going to see the same thing again?
If I remember correctly, was it Pearl?
Yes, it was 6-6. It
as
was
well.
way closer. It was 1 round for 1 It also runs away.
Victor, Reyna all coming from smoke.
Look at
being down.
Taha.
Yes.
Taha is backside.
He
Gets
already
the
pushed
equalizer.
outside. How is this allowed?
And now
Here's Market.
gets
Fine.
traded, but it's a 2v3 now.
2v3 with too low HP. I think I have
Not bad.
2v2, Spike does go down. They know one is Market, and they should know one is main.
They're still gonna hold both house. They are. You have one person main. You have drone.
Now, importantly, Yaptown is separated. They are not playing together, whereas Waterboarders does have the ability to do exactly that.
That could also be an advantage depending on how you look at it, because now it means that they
One
have to account
enemy
for any and
remaining.
all angles. They know that.
Gets
both
one,
houses
and then,
clear.
yeah, they
Where's
know.
Sana?
No, they know she's being main, so they know this is a free defuse now. This was really well played by
Don't
Waterboarders.
start that shit.
They
alright?
just simply
No
put
charges.
together. They were gonna trade at the very least. It was gonna leave a not ideal 1v1 at the end, but it's still an
It was
advantageous one.
clean.
But in this case, it was 2v1. It was a free defuse essentially.
Yeah, I agreed. Like, we also noticed that with the point of view that we had from Taka on the ISO, I believe it was Joris that also was going for defuse, so like Joris moving onto a boat house and Taka looking onto main, just covering each other's
Placing
flanks
alarm bot.
really well and making sure that nothing stays unchecked.
And also, again, not checking corners.
Placing swamp grenade.
Big flash, but
Early
no
big.
follow-up. Importantly, no follow-up. So it's just a waste of flash, and in the meantime, that hack gets shut down a bit. Keep in mind, this is a second round, so we see a sheriff.
Why does Sonic have a sheriff?
Honestly,
Why does Sonic have a sheriff?
sorry?
Why does he have a sheriff?
Well, because he's good with it. That's why.
Fair enough.
He got
Can't argue with that.
that mind. CS player. That's why. But we see Rote is going on to A, so it is going to be a really difficult push. That's one. Follows up. Now,
Duelists are down.
now, what are we gonna see? Are we going to see fall back onto B? They are worried a little bit of the flank, potentially, or at least about catwalk. They should be. There is the Omen there with the Marshal, which is one shot. Decide to go through spawn instead, but they are going to be met by the Marshal again. That is going to...
Oh! Oh!
the Killjoy did buy shields. Obviously, didn't matter in the end.
30
but-
seconds left.
Alex is like that.
And now we see they have so much space, Waterboarders. The usual whiff of this entire game is going on. Another one.
Come on, little man.
Wing's coming
Pushing
out.
it. Okay, they got one. They
Actually,
got
yes,
one.
and also recover the weapon. This is going to be ultimately a.
They can save this, and it's
They shouldn't.
10
They get
seconds
way more
left.
money if they just die. So I completely expect
Last
that
player
to
standing.
fine.
ends up happening, but frankly, this is better than if they were to stay alive.
At least got one. Like, you take what you can get there.
Still, I wouldn't be dissatisfied with this round going this way. It's still one pick, it's some damage done, but it also shows that you can read the other team. And also how the other team is playing. You saw immediately that there was a really early rotation going on by Waterboarders. They walked back onto A, and there was one player who rotated back to B.
No prisoners.
Well, through mid, so if you potentially watch mid, if Taha not died immediately, this could have gone very differently. But now we see better weapons.
Cover going out.
For Yaptown.
Alex smoking up themselves in order to get out there safely.
As he should. This was a really dangerous position for him to be in,
He
especially
got out of a
with
bad position. Victor doesn't get the head tap.
wall bang.
Going up.
It's gonna heal, but that is going to leave him one shot to the Marshall. Ended up missing the
Pushing
radar.
it.
Watch your eyes.
Spots one.
How did he?
Spots also the spot.
No,
Is
there
aware.
for one-
Is aware.
Or, so.
Rotates are coming through onto B, but are we going to see maybe
Scout destroyed.
Waterboarders is not pushing into this because they know that yes, A is left open right now, but they know that they're all mid. That's one.
Spike
That's a
down,
spike.
mid.
And that is really bad for Yaptown now because they need to be aggressive and they only have 30 seconds.
30
They have
seconds
to push
left.
the vice and then a little too late.
No, but second pick.
Taha and Dory on it.
But that was just stone. Simple as that.
Last player
Another
standing.
spike
down,
down
mid.
mid. And now it's only 14 seconds left. Maybe
10
pick up a
seconds
better
left.
weapon and just go with it because this is not winnable anymore. Yes, and that's
They
exactly
have
what you
shield
see.
of Vandal. Yeah, playing it safe, understandably so.
Now, are we going to see a chase? No, we are not. Really? A lot of presence shown on mid, and
Where are we going this
that is
time?
going to be
Remember
probably
what worked
another
in the
equal.
past.
Yes, another equal on the side of Yaptown, and that is most likely going to be around number 10 for Waterboarders. Really good early progression onto mid, but then Waterboarders just played really well. They held their angles. Yes, they left A open, which was kind of a misplay, but Yaptown did not pick up on that, and it ended up being in their benefit because Yaptown was dead set on B by then. They had too much space in mid, and they had too much lean towards B in order not to. Does get picked up. Big vice wall, slow down and separated. Gets one.
ISO, coming in.
Oh, that's so much info. That sees all. That sees all four.
Great space. It's a lot of info coming out there. The defending team, they're holding side, they're holding both houses right now.
And also you see Omen is holding mid. They know there's going to be a rookie going through. Probably teleport it onto the wall so they can just, teleport it onto the wall so they can play a off angle. Just one and done, but...
They're not going from mid, they're rotating to spawn. I really like this.
You saw a lean going to A by Sky, but... Let's go back. This is going to be a free site now. Crucially, Killjoy is still on B. She can make some noise, and she is. She's buying a lot of time.
Oh wait, Joris might be onto it. Joris is rotating
Yes.
through their spawn, going
He's
back to
rotating,
A.
but he will be too late.
It's gonna be a retake.
Smoke's down.
30 seconds left.
Phoenix
Spots
ball.
Wingman's planting.
Oh, okay.
Does clear the Killjoy.
It's not about time though. Like they're getting the plans down. It's all about defending now.
Spike planted.
We have Yannick playing in a very safe position. Can push out of ult if they need to. Mainly smoked, but they don't have
Joke's over! You're dead!
The fact that they have worse weapons is not necessarily a big advantage now. It is going to be 2v1.
He's
Does
pushing
go
it
through the wall.
Good build. Respawns in a safe position, still has flashes to work with. 2 heaven, 1 tree.
And now we're seeing a little bit of recall, but time is for
One
Yaptown.
enemy remaining.
Oh, jumping down.
And it just ended up dropping down, get kills. Whatever we said doesn't matter. Still, really good round by Yaptown. This shouldn't have been as close as it was.
They got the defuse down, but I really liked the synchronized jump. They didn't do it one by one. They actually were like, we're jumping it together. We know he's down there. He likely, like, they knew, they already got his ult. They knew he likely respawned down there. So they're like, yeah, no, we're pushing this together. Really smart play by them.
And now, crucially, it is 6-10. Waterboarders has not lost a round yet on this half on defense. So are we going to see Yaptown? And once again, still no timeout from Yaptown. They lost 10 rounds in the last 11. And we don't really see any adaptation right now from the last 4 either. A little bit of a slower play. Again, Killjoy on tour speed to try to draw some attention. However, there is still going to be some noise made in just a few seconds by Yannick, who is going to try to get a peek. Yoris is playing in a really safe spot right now. Flash coming through.
Okay, Yoris can. I like that burner because now they know, okay, he's actually down there.
Well, it gets the info. Does get the pick right now. He is no longer an option for Yaptown at all, and it allows space gathering, rotation.
The hunt begins. Watch your eyes.
Already 3 people on the defending side.
Yaptown recognizes this. Push out.
Down there, gets it.
Big flash, however.
Last player standing.
Really,
It's a 1v4.
Team Ace.
and no plan. The plan got killed through. Really big actual ult from Sky because it gave so much information to the defenders. It just secured the round, just to be safe. And right now, once again, we are approaching another eco. This is very likely going to be a fourth, but if it fails on the side of Yaptown, it's a game point.
I am gonna be honest. I am not really sure what the play is for Yaptown here.
Time for a field test.
Do you force here and try to prevent the 6-12, or do you save and let it go to match point?
I think you play for overtime at this point. It's really, really risky because they have shown no. I mean, ultimately they force, so they're playing with the cards that they chose. Playing into tree right now, which is a little bit of a newer play, instantly slowed that by once again, so much. Oh, Vice ult in the meantime, so that completely killed this entire push and bought a few seconds for the
buying a lot of
defenders.
space, and now they're having a hold on mid, and they're stuck in tree. They have to do something. Like, they're kind of cornered right now.
Waterboarders is exactly where they should be right now. They are reading, whether on purpose or not, they're reading Yaptown really well. Because there's nothing, there's nowhere where Yaptown can really go without there being a they decide to go straight. They advise goes
take
B
off side.
instead.
Alex gets one though.
I think we're getting an average miscommunication because I don't know why they were going B.
Maybe gets one as well.
Off spawn.
Careful now.
Spike is an interesting. Okay.
30 seconds left.
Guess one.
Kills, but she has spike.
Last player
Backside.
standing. Spike down.
And now
Defender
Killjoy's
spawn.
on B. She has to save. There's no way she goes for this. No way. Get spotted. No time. They're gonna.
10 seconds
They
left.
definitely chase her. They have the eco, and more importantly, they don't want her to keep the eco. Because this gun it might be a big deal for the next round.
Placing swarm
They
grenade.
decided not to push it.
Swarm grenade out.
No, they know their location. I know she's low.
Well, they might have thought that she went a bit
Match
further, but
point.
then ended up throwing the molly, which killed any follow-up potentially. And now we are on game point.
They have to make big plays here.
Yaptown needs 6 in a row if they want to win this. Now,
But even if they win this, if they want to bring it to overtime.
yes, but we talked about Yaptown. They are a team that is low lows, but also high highs. This is the time to get back to that.
I mean, it is.
It's
actually
not
now
the
and ever.
buy for it, but it's the time for it. And again, we see heavy B push right now. Now, this is the first time where Waterboarders is not exactly what you and
That's your spike planter.
immediately
No wingman anymore.
Prepare for hellfire.
All these backside just to be safe. Very.
I like it, but it's really
I don't like the whole.
Cutting their vision. Spike down. B.
It
One
was a waste.
enemy
Now it's
remaining.
just a 1-3. That's okay. How gets
Birthday buff.
Inside.
Birthday buff first.
They know where he is. They're just gonna smoke him off. That was
So close.
Yeah, he's just gonna go behind. He's completely boxed in. Well, not
You
yet.
have one
He's boxed
eye
in.
and nothing else.
Cutting their vision.
One eye and a dream.
He's not getting shot, so he's not getting any information. Like, he doesn't have it in him to make... to gather info, he doesn't have the kit for it. He has to make assumptions at this point.
30 seconds left.
He doesn't, and we are seeing a
Defenders
6 draw in the end. Both teams winning a map.
A draw?
But this was very dominant from Waterboarders at the end.
The flawless defensive side is kinda crazy, no?
This does not feel like at some point the losers won 5 rounds in a row.
I wanna see the timeline real quick if we can. So, aside from one game, so that's a win streak of 5, win streak of 6 rounds, like then one off one, and then 7 more.
Yeah, it was just a really good side, the second half by Waterboarders. They read perfectly Yaptown, and Yaptown lost their confidence. And you could see that because Yannick and Taha were no longer going for those aggressive peaks that they've been going at the end of the game and that they've been going the entire pro map. Now, it could maybe be the fact that they were also, drinking in the meantime, but let's ignore that for a half. Anyways, this is the end of the games. We will have some interviews in a few minutes, but ultimately, congratulations to both teams on winning one map. Really dominant second half for Yaptown to win the game, and a really dominant second half for Waterboarders in the second game.
I'm impressed by both teams with the way Yaptown came out swinging with Pearl, especially second half. And I'm also surprised, happily, let's add that, I'm happily surprised with that second game, because I'm a firm believer in if you swap characters on loss, then you're about to lose. Within the fighting game community, that's something that a lot of players hold true, because like if you swap, you're just not confident, and no confidence means you're more likely to lose. That's not what happened. I think in the first game, we mentioned this before, they were on a lot of known comfort picks. They realized they lost because I don't know how to play this really well, and then 3 of them swapped to other characters that they were doing so well on. I think Darius especially was doing so much better, and I'm pretty sure they ended up top ranking for the team.
But I think we should also talk about the map pool itself, or the map balance itself, because Pearl was chosen by Yaptown primarily, and you could see that Yannick especially was extremely confident. Lots of close angles, lots of ability to use all those flashes and everything really, really effectively. Ascent, a map where historically Phoenix is never bad, maybe not necessarily good, but he's definitely not bad on it, but he wasn't able to use it the same way. Now, on the other side, Waterboarders, they had a way better read as a whole of the entire game. However, we are going to go into a very short break, and we are going to come back with interviews. So please stay here, but we can already hear them laughing. Nice. Oh my god, bro. I was like low-key tired in the second game.
Same. Michael, do you mind doing interview solo? Because I still need to get a bus in order to get home.
That's fine. Yeah, I can do that.
Oh wait, you still need to get home.
Yeah, because like my e-bike is still at the repair. So I couldn't do, I was forced to use public transport, and my mom isn't home to take me home too.
No, it's fine. I can do that solo. Wait. I don't want the chairs here.
Why not?
Because we're gonna have people and we're gonna have people standing.
Oh, you just
It's
don't-
very much gonna be like it's definitely gonna be more than one person from both teams. So you can have your chair. I just want to get rid of these two.
Yeah, but like, you need to get them out. Just let me keep that chair then, because that chair is better.
Now, Yannick. Yannick. Alright, let's just see if we're in the camera.
You are.
Alright, then I'm just gonna raise this. Is the mic in the camera?
No.
Oh wait, you're first doing that.
Yeah, can you close the door?
Yeah.
Can you maybe rotate the monitor so we can also see the screen? Since it doesn't really matter here. Alright. Hi. This way.
Just tell me when you're ready.
Just calm down.
3. Wait, is the camera good?
Yeah,
it's
it
good.
is.
Switch up the window. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
All right, and with the focusing in the middle of it, we are here with two players from Yaptown, Yannick, who dropped a pretty good performance on one of the maps, and Daha, whose birthday it is today. That's why he's wearing the hat. So happy birthdays in the chat, please.
Thank you.
Now, starting off, let's start with Pearl, because I think you guys want to talk about Pearl a bit more than the Scent.
I hate the Scent.
How do you guys think the game worked?
Do each other.
Pearl went great. It was just very easy to get entry picks. I inted mid-round quite often where like 20 HP, I was like, but I can get another kill, I run in and I die. But the rest of the team luckily was very good in afterplans. But yeah, Pearl's great, fun map, nice.
I mean, the first half was pretty even, and then you guys ran away with it. What changed that you guys ended up just winning everything in a row, pretty much?
To be honest,
Or was it just the fact that it was attackers versus defenders, or did something in communication change? Or?
yeah, to be honest, at the start I was like mentally, kind of broken. I was just playing with my just bad mental, to be honest. So I was just emptying every round and I couldn't get anything past. Basically, I didn't do anything good. But after calming down a bit and getting some feedback from my teammates, I decided to play with the team. And
It's a good idea.
yeah. And then on attack there was like, I did way more actually. So that helped a bit. But at the same time, Yannick carried like really good.
Yeah, I mean, 41 kills, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Now, let's move to Ascent. So you guys started off really well, winning 5 rounds in a row, but then momentum seems to be lost. Can you explain maybe what happened?
What happened on the Sand? I don't know, they had like, I think the first couple rounds we just won because we won the pistol and then we just won the next couple rounds because they didn't have full buy. And then, well, they're good on the Sand and we're just kind of dog shit on the Sand. So it's like I don't know, I couldn't get my picks either. I had to like rotate a lot. Or I played too aggressive also on CT side, where I just called like 4A and I played B alone. And I thought I could get behind them, I got 1 kill, but suddenly there were 3 people in front of me. And I'm retarded and I just played too aggressive and we lost a couple rounds because of that. Yeah, that's I think why we lost most of the CT side rounds. So I played too aggressive.
I mean, hey, in the end, it's a draw. Both teams are here.
I think it's the 4th or 5th draw for Yaptown in a row.
Hey,
they got draws.
maybe the next game will be a win, you know?
Yeah, I thought we hope this would be the game.
That's all.
Or a loss. Now, do you have anything that you want to say to the people watching?
I want to say happy birthday to Taha.
Yay.
He's 25 years old now, almost. Yeah, senior.
Senior, goddammit.
Alright.
I'm wise now.
Yeah, and washed. in Valorant.
And I'm watched on Valorant, but that's fine. Bro, in the second game I got like comparable amount of kills.
Yeah, true. I was just turbo bad in a sense.
So we just didn't play with each other. That was a point. That's
yeah.
where we fucked up, to be honest.
Yeah, they played like very well, very defensively. For example, they didn't really show themselves on A. Like we had to push in. They weren't like openly holding. So we had to go in, and because we didn't have like the greatest team communication stuff and the greatest teamwork, it was really hard to get into side because they were all playing like backside or tree, and then they had actual good flashes or util or like the vice wall to cut us off, and we just died.
Okay. Alright, that is it for you guys for the interview. Unless you have anything else that you want to say to the beautiful Blueshell members who are watching.
Hell no.
Alright, then we will be back in a few minutes with 2 people from the Waterboarders team to ask them as well. So stay here. You know?
Adios.
Thank you. Alright.
Maybe turn the light up so that.
Yeah, we need to turn the light up. Can we turn the lights up?
I'm doing well.
Checking camera.
Stream was very fun to do.
Ja? Oh, nice. Ik ben ass animals. Yeah.
Jullie
Ik
hadden
heb-
wel echt heel veel scuffs.
Eerste rol ging heel goed, tweede rol was echt een beetje matig, maar... I don't know. Ik ben toch slecht, dus het wordt niet zoveel.
Ja,
Het is professional.
Maar ja.
Sana, you're not Waterboarders.
Yeah, now I'm getting the fuck out of here. I was just talking to Lynn.
I will be.
Alright, can you close the door?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Ready?
Yeah.
Where's the camera?
3, 2, 1.
And we are back with 2 people from Waterboarders. Coincidentally, the current secretary of Blueshell Esports and the candidate secretary of Blueshell Esports. Who would have guessed? You guys should be called secretary instead of like Waterboarders or something.
We're gonna be sexy next year, for sure.
Alright, but let's start with Pearl, obviously. Now, the first half was pretty even, but at the end of the day, Yaptown ended up a bit running away. Can you walk us through a little bit about what happened there?
Yeah, well, I would say that their strongest side is definitely attack. And we kind of just had Yannick come up behind us several times, and that caused us to really get wrecked. If you looked at the score, of course, and you saw the past interview, you'll be aware that maybe Yannick carried the round very hard, and we weren't able to counter him that well. I think it went a little better on the second map as well, because he didn't get the chance to run away with it.
Yeah, we just kept cutting him every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, and yes, moving on to Ascend, you guys lost the first 5 rounds, and then ended up basically winning 13 rounds in 14 in a row.
Yeah.
That was a big change. What happened? And, sorry, first, you called a timeout at some point. Can you walk us through what you talked about during that timeout?
Yeah.
Just going over that we need to be more team strategizing. Because
I think also we noticed that the strongest player would frequently go on mid.
yeah.
And
Like
if the
Taha
strongest
and
players
Yannick
aren't
were-
going on mid, then we could take it easily, and that became like a good threat for us.
Yeah.
And then eventually I think got a few kills in, like a few rounds, and we got the confidence. And then I think some of them lost the confidence.
Yeah, we brought them down.
Oh yes, that's
And-
exactly what they said.
Like when the
Pretty
mental
much.
was gone, then we started just rolling them.
No, it was also just really good reads, especially towards the end of the game.
Yeah.
So, really good job, guys. Now, obviously, congratulations on the draw in the end. It could have been a loss, but thankfully it's not. And keep in mind that you guys won your game by more than they did.
Of
It's
course,
you.
Yeah.
because we're better.
Technically, you won. You know,
Skill
I'm just
difference.
saying. I'm just saying. Now, is there anything that you would like to say to the beautiful people who are currently watching the game or the stream?
Join Blueshell.
Short Blueshell.
I guess secretary or something.
I will sign you up
Sign
next
up
year,
to
don't
the
worry.
Alright, but that is, I think, everything for the stream. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. And we will have, I think there's going to be a stream tomorrow for Archipelago as well. So
Yeah,
make sure you're doing
definitely.
that. And we will definitely have more Valorant streams and maybe other games as well.
Yeah, and join our Discord.
Yes.
Do it.
And join Blueshell.
Yeah.
Most importantly.
Go to our website esa-blueshell.nl/membership/sign up if you want to.
Alright, thank you very much and have a good night.
Yeah.
You still don't have an auto scream. I typed this. I just typed
Okay,
this.
thank you.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
no, the stream pack was just cooked.
Yo, bro, that's sinking.
Yeah, oh my god. Bro, I'm gonna be honest, this was a hard game to cast because I didn't know what the fuck you guys were doing.